All right, so this unit or this set of vocabulary words is on World War II from 1939 to 1945. The United States does not get involved until 1941. So most destructive war in human history. Again, the United States gets involved in 1941 when Pearl Harbor is attacked by the Empire of Japan. Nationalism is going to play a role in World War II. Nationalism is when we identify with another group of people based on similar culture, language, history, etc. We share much of it in common, and often we use it for detriment to other nations. Joseph Stalin is going to play a role in World War II as the communist dictator and leader of the Soviet Union. Benito Mussolini is going to play a role in World War II as the fascist dictator of Italy. Fascism, which is his style of government, is a political system headed by a dictator. It's extreme nationalism with a mix of racism, no tolerance for opposition. Adolf Hitler is going to be our Nazi dictator of Germany during World War II. Nazism is a German brand of fascism. Again, extreme nationalism with some racism mixed in there. Hideki Tojo is going to be our prime minister and military dictator of Japan in World War II. Winston Churchill, he is going to be our democratically leader of parliament, British statesman, Great Britain, United Kingdom. He is going to be working with Franklin Roosevelt and Joseph Stalin to defeat the Germans and the Italians and Japanese. Franklin Roosevelt, he will be the president for most of World War II. He will die of natural causes towards the end. At the end of World War II, the president will be Harry Truman, who comes in office after the death of Franklin Roosevelt. He makes a decision to drop the atomic bombs on Japan. The guilt clause. This is from the Treaty of Versailles, what causes the rise of Hitler. Treaty of Versailles, which caused a lot of problems in Germany, that Germany had to accept blame for all of World War I. The League of Nations. After World War I, a League of Nations was set up, similar to our United Nations. This was supposed to stop World War II, but it was a failure. It did not stop the aggression of countries against others. Appeasement, which we're going to get into today. This is when you give in to somebody, assuming they're going to get better. It's kind of like if my son starts complaining about something, and if I give in to him, he'll do better next time. I know that's not true. He's a teenager. So I don't give in. I don't appease him. I make him follow the rules. Appeasement is going to be a cause of World War II. Munich Conference. This is going to be the conference where Great Britain and other European leaders allow Hitler to take over parts of Czechoslovakia. They appease him because Hitler promises that he will not expand any further. He lies and eventually takes over all of Czechoslovakia. Neutrality Acts. The United States did not want to get involved in World War II. In 1939, we had the Neutrality Acts, which is going to make us stay neutral in World War II. The Axis powers. So one group of people fighting World War II is the alliance called the Axis powers, Italy, Japan, and Germany in World War II. The other group fighting against them are going to be the Allied forces of Great Britain, the Soviet Union, and eventually the United States and France. Pearl Harbor. This will be the event that causes the United States to get involved in World War II when Pearl Harbor is bombed by the Empire of Japan. Theater of war. A theater of war is where different battles take place. You have several theaters in World War II. The European theater, the Pacific theater, the North Africa theater, the Atlantic, which is the Atlantic Ocean theater. So you have several theaters. D-Day. This is the Allied invasion of mainland Europe of France on June 6th of 1944. The Yalta Conference. This was a meeting between the Allied powers, Winston Churchill, Great Britain, Joseph Stalin, Soviet Union, and Franklin Delano Roosevelt, United States. They got together to plan what are we going to do with Europe and what are we going to do specifically with Germany at the end of World War II. The atomic bomb. The United States drops the atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan, destroying both cities. 40 to 50 million. This will be the amount of lives lost in World War II. And finally, VE Day and VJ Day. VE stands for Victory in Europe Day in May of 1945. VJ Day stands for Victory in Japan Day in August 1945. August 15th is also my birthday, though many years later. All right.